voice of Turkey. This is the voice of Turkey. This is the voice of Turkey.
This is the Voice of Turkey's English language transmission, broadcasting from Ankara in the 49-meter band between 1930 and 2030 UTC on 6050 kHz to Europe, between 2130-2230 UTC in the 31-meter band on 9610 kHz to South Asia and Australia, between 23 and 24 UTC in the 49-meter band and on 5960 kHz to Europe, Eastern USA and Canada, and in the 31-meter band on 9660 kHz between 1730 and 1830 UTC to Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. The Voice of Turkey is also beamed between 4 and 5 UTC in the 49-meter band and on 6125 kHz to Europe, USA, Eastern Canada and Cuba between 4 and 5 UTC in the 41-meter band on 7,285 kHz to Iraq, Syria, Iran and the Arabian Peninsula. You can listen to us over the Turksat 3A and 4A satellites and on the internet at trt.net.tr or the Voice of Turkey link. Please note that transmissions broadcast between 22 and 23 UTC and between 3 and 4 UTC have been pre-recorded. Our email address is englishdesk@trt.net.tr.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. This is Halil Ibrahim Sarıkaya from Voice of Turkey. Today, 9th of March 2022. You are listening to the news. The death toll from Russian airstrikes on Ukraine's northeastern city of Sumy has risen to 22, an official said Wednesday. Dmytro Zivinsky, head of Ukraine's Sumy Regional Military Administration, said the Sumy region was bombed 3 times Tuesday and that 22 people lost their lives, including 3 children. Noting that 8 people were wounded in the attacks, Zivinsky said more than 20 single-story homes were also destroyed. Russia's war on Ukraine, which began on February 24th, has drawn international condemnation, led to financial sanctions on Moscow, and spurred the exodus of global firms from Russia. At least 474 civilians have been killed and 861 injured in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, according to UN, which noted that conditions on the ground make it difficult to verify the true number. Some 2 million people have also fled to neighboring countries, said the UN Refugee Agency. All eyes on Turkey hosting Russia-Ukraine high-level meeting on Thursday. The world is waiting for a high-level tripartite meeting between Turkey, Russia and Ukraine, which will take place on Thursday in southern Antalya province as part of Turkey's efforts to mediate between the warring countries. Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Çavuşoğlu announced the meeting between Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and his Ukrainian counterpart Dmytro Kuleba on Monday, saying, "We will hold this meeting in a tripartite format in Antalya on Thursday, March 10th. He will attend the meeting since both leaders have requested his presence," the minister said, adding that it will bring high-level Russian and Ukrainian officials together for the first time since the war began on February 24th. Expressing hope that the meeting will be a turning point and important steps towards peace and stability, Turkish Foreign Minister said Ankara will continue to make efforts for a lasting peace. Since Russia launched its attack on Ukraine, Turkey has been participating in active diplomatic efforts to bring the relevant parties together, Çavuşoğlu said, adding that President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has made 19 phone calls to his counterparts. "I also made about 40 phone calls," the minister added. Pentagon turns down Poland's proposal to transfer jets for Ukraine. The Pentagon on Tuesday turned down a proposal from Poland to transfer all of its MiG-29 fighter jets to a U.S. airbase in Germany for backing Ukraine amid its war with Russia. The prospect of fighter jets at a distorted area of the United States of America departing from U.S. NATO base in Germany to fly into airspace that contested with Russia over Ukraine raises serious concerns for the entire NATO alliance, said spokesman John Kirby in a statement. "It is simply not clear to us that there is a substantive rationale for it." Kirby said the decision about whether to transfer the Polish-owned jets to Ukraine ultimately won for the Polish government. At least 3,500 civilians in Ukraine's Sumy evacuated through humanitarian corridor. Dmitry Zhivitsky said 1,700 civilians were foreign students studying at universities in the city after a partial truce took effect early Tuesday. Ukraine's Deputy Presidential Chief of Staff Kirilo Tymoshenko said many civilians, including children, women, and foreign students, were evacuated from Sumy to Poltava on 61 buses. The foreign students and willing citizens will be transferred legally by train, he added. A temporary ceasefire between the forces of Moscow and Kiev was declared on Tuesday to evacuate civilians from the capital, Kiev, Kharkiv, Chernihiv, Sumy, and Mariupol at 10 a.m. Moscow time, according to Russian Defense Ministry. U.S. sending 2 Patriot missile batteries to Poland. The U.S. military said Tuesday that it's repositioning 2 Patriot missile defense batteries to Poland to confront any potential threats to allies in NATO territory amid Russia's war in Ukraine. At the direction of the Secretary of Defense and the invitation of our Polish allies, General Walters, commander of U.S. European Command, has directed U.S. Army Europe and Africa to reposition 2 Patriot batteries to Poland. United States European Command spokesman Captain Adam Miller said in a statement, "This defensive deployment is being conducted proactively to counter any potential threat to U.S. and allied forces and NATO territory," said the statement, adding the missiles